Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I've had a rough few days, I can't lie, but all good now. I was going to do a video the other day, but things happened and I couldn't. But what I will say, a big shout out to the NHS. Honestly, they get a bad rap nowadays, but unbelievable. So all good now. I want to talk about what's happening with the Bonneville. I have done 1,000 miles on it. I can't believe that I've done 1,000 miles on that bike, especially in the winter months. I tend not to ride at all in the winter, so just riding it in itself during the winter it says a lot. However, you guys know what I'm like, and probably you ignore everything I say when I say it's a keeper. You know that it's probably not. I remember my first proper girlfriend when I was 16. She was older than me. She was about 72 or something, a lot older, but very experienced. No, she wasn't 72, but she was older than me. And I fell head over heels in love with her, and I told her every minute that I loved her. And she said to me one day, "Do you know what? Don't tell me as much because it means less. If you keep saying it, it doesn't mean as much. If you say it once in a while, then it means a lot more." So I stopped telling her that, and she dumped me because I was uncaring. Can't win, can you? Anyway, it's a bit like that with every bike that I have, and I call it a keeper. And at that precise second when I say it, I actually mean it. But things happen, and I start to think, oh, I wish it had this, or I wish it wasn't so uncomfortable, or I wish it was more powerful, or whatever it is. It starts entering my head, and then I start looking elsewhere. That is with exception to the Classic 350. I have never once thought, I wish it had more, or wish it had this. That's never happened because I know the capabilities of that bike, and my expectations are set to that bar because I love it so much, and I will get another one. Moving wise, we're starting to get people viewing the property that we're selling. I think we've got we've had 3 or 4 in the last week. So hopefully we will be on the move soon, and I'll be neighbours to the all-year motorcyclist. And he said to me that I can come round to his for breakfast every Saturday. I'm there. Right. Or did he say that? Maybe he didn't say that. Maybe that was a dream I had. Anyway, so guys, I have had the bike, I don't know how long I've had the Bonneville, maybe 3 months, 4 months. And I've done 1,000 miles on it, as I said, and I've spent a lot of money, and I'm still spending money on it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I've done to the bike already. The seat was expensive, but that is a game changer. And I've bought some Motone stuff, which is expensive. I've just put bar end mirrors on, which I'll show you in a minute. And I will tell you what I've felt over the last 1,000 miles about the Bonneville, and whether or not it's time for it to go to a new owner. But let me spin the camera around. I have to say, guys, ceramic coat your car. Look at it. I know I keep going on about it. It looks amazing, as does this baby. Look at this. So the bar end mirrors are now on. I have to say, guys, I'm in two minds about the the headlight guard. 1 minute I like it, the next minute I don't. But what do you think about the bar and mirrors? They make a huge difference, as I can see behind me now, which is incredible. And I chose these ones because they're not too big. I didn't end up getting the Triumph ones because I'm just spending too much money. But these are more than adequate, and I think they look great. So guys, what's happening with the T120? I've done 1,000 miles. I've spent probably £1,000. And I have to say, this is definitely a keeper. This isn't going anywhere. The torque on this bike is addictive, absolutely addictive. And when I get off the bike, every time I walk away from it, I always turn around and have a look at it. And really, the biggest thing about motorbiking, for me anyway, and I think the all-year motorcyclist mentioned it, is the way it makes you feel. And this bike, as I said to you before, makes me feel like Steve McQueen. And it's so comfortable. It's got so much torque. It looks unbelievable. There isn't another bike out there that I think, oh, that I'll get rid of the Bonneville and get that. There really isn't. I think I have spent 3 years looking for my perfect bike, and I have found it. But guys, I know you won't believe me, so I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And I'm going to say to you that if I sell this bike within the next year, I will donate £100 to a charity of you guys' choice. You can suggest a charity and we'll come up with one. A year from now, so what, the beginning of January, let's say, January the 1st, let's say January the 1st next year, if this bike is sold, then I will donate £100 to a charity of your choice. That's how sure I am that I'm keeping this bike. It really is amazing. I'm so glad I got this over the T100. I'm not saying the T100, I still love the T100, but the torque on the T120 is just incredible. So guys, 1,000 miles I've done this bike in the freezing cold, because it's probably -3 today, and I've just been out. My mate let me down because it was too cold to go for a ride. Man up, get on your bike like I have, and I just did 60 miles on it this morning. It's pretty cold, but there you go. Anyway guys, just give you one last look of it. Not one last look, I mean you can see it again. Do you like the bar and mirrors? I've had to take the black bar ends off the weights because they didn't fit on with the mirrors, but that's okay. And guys, I've ordered so much more stuff to come. A Union Jack radiator grille. One of you guys said, what's with putting Union Jacks all over it? People do that, and why not? If you want to do it, do it. I've ordered one of them. Some more plates, a clutch plate, a black clutch plate that goes where the silver one is there. And I've got the belly pan that Trevor's got for me. I've got the bar risers that Richie's got for me. Guy very kindly has sent me the brass fuel cap, which I think is going to look incredible. And I've also ordered another another lamp head guard, a headlamp guard, because I'm just not sure about that. Anyway guys, tell me what you think. I'm going to keep this bike. I'm going to prove you all wrong. Have a great day guys, and ride safe.